done for me. Thank you, Lord, for what you...
Hey everyone, Matt here again, Home Farm Ideas, and today I'm going to be putting out my mason bees. Yeah. So I wanted to go over kind of what you're going to need to know before you release your bees. And also, Crown Bee sent me some stuff that I wanted to show you guys to see what you guys think and all that. So let's go ahead and get to it and go over some of the steps you're going to need to think about when you're putting out your bees. You want to make sure that you get these steps right, and you should be fine. So let's do it. All right, so one of the things you're going to need to make sure that you have going on is you need to have your daytime temperatures at a consistency of about 50 to 55 degrees consistently, okay? If you have it any lower than that, your bees could die. So you want to make sure that your daytime temperatures are 50 to 55, just do 55 degrees and over, and you should be okay. So that's number one. Number two, you need to have flowers. All kinds of different flowers actually blooming, okay? You need to make sure that you have tons of flowers blooming. That way they have a very abundant food source because they collect pollen, okay? So number two, flowers. You need to make sure you have them. And I also have guava flowers growing in my yard as well. So I think I am good there. All right, number three, you need to make sure that you have a source of mud. Not just any mud though, you need to make sure that you have mud that has clay in it. Now in this spot in particular, I actually made a video on mud wasps actually coming over here and getting their clay. And the reason why they come over here is because there's a leak in this pipe near here, and it's been there for a long time. So it's a very small leak, and it basically keeps the soil very consistent. So sometimes you can use things like that to your advantage, obviously. So and then you need the right consistency. So if I was to pull some of this up here, okay, the mason bee, they're going to need the clay to be malleable like this. Okay, this is like the right consistency right here. Okay, not too much sand in it, just plenty of clay. That way they can build their little doors and their little plugs and stuff to separate each cocoon. So that's what you need right there. So you want to make sure that you have a spot for them to consistently have clay. Okay, so number three, clay. All right, and last but certainly not least, for things you need to make sure you have, mainly for heat purposes, is if you look at where I have my bee house, it's in the shade, and we are just about in the middle of the day. The reason why I'm doing that is because where I live in California, it can get too hot for these bees. So I only have this to where they're only going to get early morning sun, okay? So basically the sun rises over here in the east, okay? And then it comes up and over us, okay? All the way across the sky and sets in the west, okay? So this actually can get morning sun, and that is exactly what they need in order to warm themselves up and get ready for work during the day. So, number four, you need sunlight in the morning, early morning sunlight to get these bees up. Once again, I'd like to reiterate, I have mine in the shade, and the reason why is because my temperatures here, if I leave this in the sun all day, it'll kill them because they cannot take temperatures, I think it's over 75 or 80 consistently like that. So, and it stays about 75 to 85 degrees here in California where I live. So, yep, gotta keep them out of that. So let's put this thing together. I want to show you the bee attractant that they sent me as well for the mason bees, and I want to show you how I'm going to apply it, and then maybe we can get some footage, hopefully, of the bees actually coming out. I haven't checked their boxes yet, but I did hear some scratching in there, so I put them in the fridge, and I just want to, you know, get them calm and get them ready to bring out. So anyways, let's go ahead and let's spray the bee attractant on here and on these extra tubes that I got, and bring out the bees. All right, so here is the Invitabee. Cute little name. Invitabee bee attractant, okay? And so what you want to do with this is the instructions are for each one of these, because these are separate cocoon area or separate, you know, little cocoon areas basically, and then these. So I'm gonna spray about 15 sprays, 5 for each one, but the instructions say to spray 10, but I think I should be cool with just this. But so anyways, we're gonna go ahead and apply. Okay, the bee attractant. You're supposed to wear gloves. I'm going off the cuff here. I'm breaking new ground here. But you probably want to wear the gloves, especially if you're going to be working around the bees. All right, so let's see. There we go. 1, 2, ooh, 3, 4, 5. And that's sprayed in the bag too, so that's really good. It actually smells pretty nice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so now it dries pretty quickly because there's alcohol in it, I'm sure. So just let it dry before you bring out the bees, and then we'll put the bees in here. I'm gonna take these out of the bag. I just want to let it all dry up first. So, and then I got 5 sprays to spray on my kids. So anyways, let's go ahead and let that dry, and then I'm gonna go ahead and put the bees out. Okay, a few other things I wanted to bring up with you guys. Okay, on the actual boxes here, if I can get this camera to focus, see it says May 1st, released by May 1st. You want to make sure that you're doing that, okay? The reason being is because that is basically the latest you can wait. So if you get them right now and your day temperatures are consistent with what we had talked about already, then you can go ahead and release your bees, but your temperatures need to be consistent, okay? But you can not let them out past that date. It would be kind of cool if it matched up with May the 4th, right? So you can be like, May the 4th be with you. But anyways, May 1st, that's what it is. It comes like this. It depends on how many boxes, obviously, but this is a little ice pack. So what you want to do is you want to take that off, and let me go ahead and do that. And then you want to remember, it's not super important, but you want to remember that you want to have a pretty good ratio to males to females. I think it's like 6 males to 4 females or whatever. And then also their cocoons. The female cocoons are the larger cocoons, where the males are the smaller cocoons. And when you do your harvest on your your bees and stuff, you'll see the males are closer to the front, where the females are in the back. And the reason being for that is because the males come out first, wait on the girls to come out to get a little dance going, and then when the girls come out, it's on, you know. So that's kind of how they do it in nature, and so you want to pay attention to that as well. And that's cool because you could separate your males and your females and all that. So anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and put these guys around somewhere. What I'm gonna try to do is fit a little one up there, and then I might put one up above this or on top of these reeds in the back. And I'm going to try to do a time-lapse video, but I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to do that or not. It depends on where these bees are at and if they're awake. So let's get the box open. Okay, I'm opening one up. Let's see what's inside here. And we definitely have some bees emerged, which is not a huge worry. It's not something you have to go crazy about, okay? They're still cold from the fridge, but I want to get them in pretty soon now. So they're just going to sit there until they warm up, and then they're going to start taking off. So let me get them in, you guys, and then I'm going to basically put this camera on play, basically. Let you guys see how this goes. All right, so as you can see, I was able to put some back over there. And I have to say, I'm pretty excited about this. I'm not sure, but I think this is a male bee right here, or a drone. They don't have stingers. The females do. But they are very, very docile bees. They're not like regular European bees where they will swarm. Not to say that European bees are bad, but they need to be handled with much more care. Where these bees, you can actually hold them, but be very gentle. You know, don't be squeezing them. Don't give them to little kids, because they'll hurt. You know, they'll basically squeeze them and probably get stung. Now, from what I understand, the sting is kind of like a mosquito bite, so it'll probably freak you out more than it'll hurt. So it's kind of like pincher bugs, right? Pincher bugs, they just kind of freak you out when they pinch you, but they don't really hurt that much. So yeah, I'm pretty sure that's a male. And then I'm gonna try to run some video. I just don't know if it's gonna get too hot here or if my camera's gonna cut out. But these are my mason bees from Crown Bees. And thank you, Dave, and the whole team over there. You guys are awesome. And I look forward to raising these bees and helping me in my garden and my aquaponic garden and all that. So I'm really looking forward to this. So, and I'm really, honestly, I mean, and I'm sure most of you guys will connect with me on this, I'm really looking forward to just watching them. So you can sit this close. I mean, I'm like super close. You can sit this close and just watch them, you know. And leaf cutters are the same thing. These fly a lot more clumsier than the leaf cutters. So, so anyways, let's get some footage. But if it doesn't work out, God bless you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Please give me a thumbs up on the video. And I look forward to doing a lot more of these videos on these bees. So this is so cool. Anyways, all right, let's try to get some time-lapse videos. I'm also going to try to be doing this with a new company that sent me some camera equipment actually too. It's called Rollcam, and it basically is on a track, and you can actually send or actually do like time-lapse videos, a bunch of different style of videos. And so I'm going to try to show that off here. So the Rollcam is what I'm going to be using, and it's pretty inexpensive, and I'm hoping it will show off these bees very well. So anyways, check it out.